Well, they started. Yes, he called and said his company would let him work remote. I didn't think that would happen, and then he was going to look for an RV, and I thought, well, that'll never happen. And then he called and said, I think we found one. And then, would you cosign? and I was just worried the whole time, like that thing was going to break down or whatever. But they took it everywhere and
places it should not have been.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it was 35 foot, and she's like, holding traffic so he can try and back up these.
Oh my goodness!
Right?
Man.
I mean, it was insane the places they went.
So they really.
Well, look up on that channel and you'll see what they did.
Do you feel comfortable giving the channel?
Oh yeah, sure.
Yeah. A lot of people
So they like a lot of young kids, they're very tech savvy, so they started making a YouTube channel, and they titled it "Living Life in Between."
Living life in between.
Yeah. So kind of, I guess the backstory is, it's kind of between college and a family.
Okay.
So.
Oh, okay.
So kind of footloose and fancy free at that point. No children, so that's how they came up with the name, as I recall.
Yeah.
They hooked up with another. Again, this was way before COVID, but another couple too who they met out there who were from Utah, right? And they had a channel for mountain bikes.
Okay.
Which I believe is still they still do that.
They're still doing that
full-time,
one.
yeah.
Wow.
Who knew there were that many accessories for mountain bikes? But,
Oh man.
Yeah, and then they just sort of. They pretty much tried to, because they were poor, broke college kids with student loans. So they, thought, well, if we buy the camper and then we don't have to pay,
Right.
we boondock. So they boondocked almost exclusively.
Yeah.
They're probably, as you know, I mean, I don't know how much there is in Nebraska, but once you get a little west of Nebraska, there's a lot of BLM land.
Right.
And so, if you can boondock or dry camp, whatever people call it, it doesn't cost you anything. So
Sure.
they did a lot of that.
And the sites are beautiful because he started out he'll be working on his laptop, and then they went to the East Coast too, so like the Biltmore would be behind him.
Oh,
and
yeah.
he was on
Oh,
the beach
nice.
And,
Yeah.
rub it in.
Yeah, really.
And but he will not for all the years they did it and all the sites, they're gorgeous. He will not tell you where he is. Find it yourself. Because
interesting.
that's sort of
Part of the
snowballed by people on Instagram, and now you go to these places and they're just a lot of them they're overcrowded or trashed. Nobody, they leave a mess.
Right.
And
right.
so they will never tell you where they've been. They'll just tell you, I'm in this state.
Yeah. Yeah.
But they had a lot of adventures, all the way down to getting rid of everything. And I think their first episode was about that capsule wardrobe, 20 articles of clothing. That's all they took.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
No pots and pans?
Well, I mean, yes.
Well,
They did
but
have some of that
yeah.
as well.
They
Okay,
just
okay.
Yeah, just their
Clothing-wise, they
clothing,
scaled way back. And
Yeah. Kitchen utensils and clothing. That's
So
about
they
it.
had like their suit coat and their nice dresses. And
Yeah, sure. They had a
He
couple,
still works remote. and he
couple
still
pair of
wears,
pants and
good quality that he could mountain climb in, but he could also wear them if he's on a call.
That's cool. And now they have since gotten back into the normal life, whatever
Yes.
that is.
Well, I don't know if it's normal.
Tell us a little bit about that, because it's interesting. There's two things that I've kind of piqued my interest lately. One is RVing and one is homesteading. So
well, they're the ones you need to talk to. Let me tell you,
Yeah.
because they've done both. Yeah.
yeah,
They bought a house on about 10 acres on the top of a mountain in Tennessee, and it has a pond and a barn, and it's a really old house that was built off all the wood on the property. The subfloor is wedges of wood this thick. It's insane.
Wow.
And he works up in an office above his second garage, and they homeschool their two little ones.
Yeah.
And they started out getting a cow, wasn't it? Chickens and cows?
Chickens first.
Yeah.
yeah.
And then cows. They got a pregnant Jersey cow.
First they got a beef. First they got Angus, I think, and then they got a dairy cow, a Jersey.
And that's so much fun, watching them milk it and do it. And then they bring it in.
I noticed you said watching them milk it.
Yeah, I can't do it. I'm not good at it. I can't. But they, it can give like 3 gallons a day.
Wow.
It's a lot.
That's amazing.
it's so fun. They bring in these big gallon, canning jars and cool it down and all that. And it's raw milk.
Yeah.
And but when we go there and he makes coffee, and then you just take your gravy ladle and get the cream off the top and put it on your coffee. It's fun.
Yeah, kind of
Really good.
the direction that got me going this way is a homesteader called Justin Rhodes.
Oh yeah,
And
for sure. Yeah,
You heard of him?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we still faithfully watch him just about every night. Just he has these little shorts, 10, 15 minutes, and anyway, it's just really fascinating. We're too old to go into that, but
Well,
it's still.
so I mean, we tell them that you went from one extreme to the other, right? I mean, they went from living on BLM land with nothing.
Yeah.
They had no yard, no whatever. You know what I mean? Like, and now they've got 10 acres and animals and
Yeah.
so they went from going anywhere they wanted, whenever they wanted, to now it's pretty much
Full-time on the
24/7 on the
Yeah.
farm. Yeah.
They did find a farm sitter, but they're not cheap, and so they will
I'm sure. Yeah.
hire them for the long weekends and things, and
Yeah.
then they can get away. But
Oh, good.
it only happens a couple times a year because of it.
Yeah.
'Cause they have like right now, I think 40 laying hens maybe, and they do meat birds as well. So they'll do 60 meat birds at a time, and then they sell some of them because they're organic and they follow the cows. So when the cows get moved to this acre, then the chickens come and then they eat all the bugs off the cow patties. So
Right.
it's like it works like that.
That whole.
You could do a cow back here easy.
Well, we've talked about
it.
it, and I just 2 days ago, or was it yesterday? Yeah, just yesterday, I came home with 2 of those fences, like Premier One fences that
Yeah, you can move them.
they're electrified
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
you can easily move them.
Yeah.
To set up paddocks. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
so we're getting there. We might have a cow yet. I don't know.